I'm from San Francisco, and that city is definitely known for its famous crab meat. I just love to cook with it. I have lots of dishes that I'm making at the restaurant at Fleur de Lis with crab, but I have one crab cake that I love to do, and that's the recipe right here. To start, I'm having the chopping blade in my work bowl, and I have some lightly toasted white bread that I just will be breaking up here just to make it a little bit easier when I'm be chopping all that bread. So I'm just gonna break it up. Here we go. And I'm just gonna lower it in the work bowl just like that. And we'll process it for about 30 seconds. I think that's it. I think my breadcrumbs are really nice and fine, so I will take it out and just have a container, 2 containers here. I put 3/4 of the breadcrumbs in here. Here we go, and about 1/4 over here. And I gotta put back the cup. I will move that over here because that's gonna be part of my crab cake mix. I put the crumbs here. Now we're continuing with 1 clove of garlic that I will be processing just for 10 seconds. All right, that garlic is so fine and nicely chopped. So now I have 1 medium-sized onion, quartered. I process that for another 10 seconds. All right, so now when I'm at that stage, I will actually sear off that mixture in a little bit of butter. Here we go. So, all right, and I have some butter melting right over here, and I'm just gonna pour in the onions very slowly so that the butter doesn't splash. And I will be searing that very gently for about 5 to 6 minutes to a nice golden brown color. So now I have my onions have been cooked, and I let them cool off for about 10 minutes. And I'm starting with the final crab cake mix. So my first ingredient is parsley, and I will chop the parsley for about 10 seconds. Here we go. And now I'm adding all other ingredients to complete the crab cake mix. I'm starting with some mayonnaise. And now I'm adding some nice lump crab meat, the egg, a little bit of lemon juice for the acidity, of course a little bit salt, not too much salt since the crab meat is always seasoned already and a little bit salty. Then of course the breadcrumbs that's acting as a binder, and the onions which has been seared and cooled off. It is very important that the onions have been cooled off because before you're mixing it with the crab meat. And at that stage I'm just going to mix it very quickly until everything comes together. And you definitely don't want to overmix that part. Okay, now I'm taking out the blade. And I'm moving over here by shaping the crab cakes. So let me take a spoon out of it. Here we go. And put them on the table just to shape it a little bit. And I'm just going to move that into the breadcrumbs. So let me show you one more. I'm just taking a nice spoonful, just shape it a little bit, and put them in here. Another one. I kind of shape it here in the bowl, the portion that I want, and give them a little shape, and then spoon it in the breadcrumbs. I'm gonna make one more. so really can see it. There we go, give them the little shape, spoon it down, and now I'm just gonna bread those little crab cakes. They're very light, fragile and delicate, but therefore they will taste even lighter and much better than some tight and some heavy crab cakes. That's a recipe where the crab cake is really nice and light, and when you're going to be baking that off in the oven, they're really nice and fluffy. So now look at those crab cakes. I'm going to set one down here. Here we go. It's nicely shaped. And another one, and like I said, they are very fragile and tender, but that tells you how good they're going to be once baked off in the oven. Here we go. One more. All right. And the last one. So that can be done ahead of time. You can even refrigerate that a little bit and then just baking it off when the time is right, when you're ready to entertain. And I have some crab cakes right here. They have been baked in the oven for about 10 minutes at 375 degrees. And I like to serve them with a little tartar sauce that I put in the middle of the plate. And they have been pre-baked before, so let me arrange those crab cakes all around the plate, just like that. And here we go. So I must admit, that looks very festive, it's very elaborated, simple to make, and lots of flavors. You have to try the crab cakes.